Hi there, Professor Midgley. My name is Nicholas Maynard, and I'm a junior here at SFA studying finance, and I also play on the men's golf team. I'd like to get started today by telling you how much I'm enjoying your class and how much I enjoyed doing this project. I was born and raised in Austin, Texas, so naturally, being born and raised in the live music capital of the country, I grew up listening to all different types of music. My mother and father loved taking me to concerts as a young kid, and to this day, I love going to concerts. I just recently went to one. My favorite concert is the Kings of Leon, and I listen to a lot of bands that are like Kings of Leon. I've seen Red Hot Chili Peppers, seen Muse. I've seen a number of rock bands, the XX. I've seen all different kinds of music. I've seen hip hop concerts, dance music concerts, even. So I'm a huge, to say the least, I'm a huge fan of music. So I'm enjoying your class very much, and I really got heavily involved in this project. And I hope that my 10 selections prove to be a good expression of the Western world of music. The merits I used to narrow my list down to 5 was time frame. So I pulled music starting from the 1950s and working its way all the way up to present day. I did that because I believe that kids from my generation, I'm 21 years old, have been heavily involved in listening to music from that era, the 60s, the 50s, up to present day. Now, I'm sure some people listen to music prior to that, but I chose that era just because I felt like it was a good time period for rock and roll. It was a good time period for music. The British invasion was just about to start. There were a lot of artists coming out with new forms of rock and roll that people turned away, but eventually would come back to and learn to love. So I started with that, worked my way up to present day music. So I hope you agree with me. But I'd like to go ahead and get started with my selections. First one on my list is Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. It's a song that was composed in 1975. The songwriter is Stevie Nicks. I included this one. It came into my mind rather quickly because my parents were big Fleetwood Mac fans, and they felt like that Stevie Nicks' songwriting was exceptional, and that the songs that they created would last for a lifetime. And without being said, definitely Landslide is still heard every day and listened to people by every day, listen to kids my age every day, and the song teaches a lot. My second song is Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash. It was written by June Carter. The song was produced in 1965. It's a love song, so you can imagine what the Ring of Fire is. It's falling in love. June Carter was very much in love with Johnny Cash, and she writes, you can tell that through the lyrics that Johnny sings. Johnny was singing he created a type of music where he could almost just talk with his listeners at the same time by having a very cool vibe. Country folk music is kind of how I describe it. But he's my oldest song on my list, in this list of 5, 1965. My third song is Steer It Up by Bob Marley. I'm a very big reggae fan. I feel like reggae is a very popular type of rock and roll. I consider it a type of rock and roll. Bob Marley was definitely a rocker. He knew how to throw shows. He knew how to come up with songs that would last for a lifetime. I included Steer It Up because it was the first song of his that became popular outside of Jamaica, and I still listen to it very often. My fourth song is So Fresh and So Clean by Outkast. I threw this one in there. I'm not a huge fan of Outkast, but I threw it in there because I feel like Outkast really pioneered hip-hop music. It made it a type of music that anyone and everyone could listen to. It's fun to listen to. So Fresh and So Clean is talking about feeling good about yourself. It kind of expresses what the hip-hop world is all about, what it's supposed to be about, being fresh and being clean, being new on the scene. That's what the hip-hop genre is still about today. So I felt like Outkast did a great job of portraying that. That's why I included them in my list. My final song is Where Are You Now by Justin Bieber. It's produced by Skrillex and Diplo. If you're not familiar with Skrillex and Diplo, they're one of the leading pioneers in EDM trap music is what it's called. It's I don't know if you could consider it a form of rock music, but it's a form of music that is taking the world by storm. Kids my age love listening to this kind of music. We love hanging out to this kind of music. This kind of music can be found in nightlife settings to even daily settings, hanging out with your friends. So it's just, I included that. It was produced in 2015, so it is a very new song. It's listened to, played on the radio right now. Now I included that, but starting with Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash to Where Are You Now by Justin Bieber. Why would they be in the same selection? Well, based on my merits, I wanted to pick songs that came from different eras and different genres to be able to express the diverse range of music that the Western world has to offer. I hope you agree with my list, and once again, I had a great time doing this project, and I look forward to more projects in your class. Thank you, Professor Midgley, and have a nice day.